Dave.
Ian.
I decided to go with like an accusatory note there, and I have nothing to follow it up with. It seemed like I was going to do a bit, probably.
Nope.
But the bit was that I had no bit.
And that's how you're starting out the Apex Adjacent podcast there, huh?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Starting out real inauspicious.
Dave and Ian are friends, the show. I'm accusing you instantly right off the
top. How dare you?
Jacques and hello. How are you doing, buddy? How are you doing?
I am quite well.
Okay.
It's snowing, which makes me excited.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm doing well. Yeah. Yeah. I'm one house lighter, so I'm doing well. Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah. Yep.
Dave sold a house in Denver real estate.
Yep. And needless to say, Luther's now paid off. So there we go.
Nice work. What are we talking about today?
You know what? Thank you for prompting to do a table of contents, Ian, because I honestly forgot about the thing that I asked you for us to do at the beginning of the show. Okay?
Just so everybody's aware of how ridiculous it is that Dave forgot. We talked about this, I'm going to say 25 seconds before we started the show.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Who's a big goldfish boy? That's me, Ian. That's me. I'm a DG. Table of contents.
Table of contents.
Look up here. Okay, tonight, Ian, you're gonna talk about a My Eyes or two that you have. We're gonna talk about the Postal Service for some reason. You put this on the Talkaboots, and I don't know why. Then we've got Listener My Eyes. We've got some good stuff there. I have a vanity plate for you, game for you, and an FMK cars based on one of the Listener My Eyes. And then people need to stick around until the end because we have stuff that I bought that I want to give away, right? So we got some cool stuff to give away and details at the end of the show about how to do that. So just fast forward like 10 minutes from the end, skip the rest of this stuff, and you'll probably hear it. Okay?
Well, no, that's not what you're supposed to tell the people.
A download's a download, dude. A download's a download.
We're terrible at this.
Yep.
Okay. I will start. I will begin.
Yes.
So, Dave, you're going to want to go into the Dave Don't Look folder.
Yes.
On our shared cloud storage.
Ian likes to drop photos in a folder that I, won't see myself in.
Right.
Yeah. I like your file names. Thank you.
Conspiracy Part 2.
Oh, Part 2 _1 or Part 2? Okay.
_1, probably.
Okay.
I just thought it was funny to name it Part 2 _1.
I like that. Okay. All right. So here we go.
I was dropping my child off at school. And in the neighborhood, I saw this, and it took me like nearly the whole block to realize for it to register. And I slammed the car in reverse and backed up like 3/4 of a city block to get this picture.
First of all, please stop breaking the law. I'm concerned about your safety.
How is that? That's not illegal. I went down the correct side of the street. You go backwards.
And you saw the flea Lexus again, the maroon ES 300H, right?
Yes.
And it stands for, this is the vanity plate that says flea, FLEA, for Hensworth. for Chris Hemsworth. Forthwith. Lexus Elite Assemble.
Enthusiast Assemble.
Enthusiast
Elite
Assemble
is maybe even better, but yeah.
Yes, and when you say Lexus Enthusiast Assemble, that's all of us driving our golf cart slowly to the buffet, right?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Just because we want our shrimp cocktails.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
You want to foist your shrimp cocktails upon the proletariat. Yes.
So the flea Lexus is near you. It's not far.
It is near me. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And street parked, which I thought was an interesting interesting thing.
It's a common decoy move of my people. Yeah.
I would think, if you were part of a global
cabal,
that you would have a garage or a lair, at least.
That's what we want you to think.
Right. But apparently not.
Nope. So. Just street parked on Clarkson. Yep. Yep. Nice. Okay. All right. I like that you saw the flea Lexus again, Ian.
Yes.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah. We're watching you. We're watching you.
Oh, and they're watching us.
Yeah.
The next one, I want you to. The file name is. Yes.
Real quick. What is this stain on your dashboard?
I was worried that you might bring that.
What is this? There's this giant glob stain on your dashboard. Your car. Look how sleek your car looks with its Fender branded speakers, tweeters up in the A-pillars, and then it looks like you just sneezed onto your dashboard.
I had set a to-go container of food up there, and it leaked just a poco, and I haven't cleaned it off yet.
Oh boy, Ian, you can't turn this car into your R32.
I know. Hey, let's go now.
You put it in the folder. You wanted to get caught.
Yeah. I honestly forgot about it completely. And then you pulled it up and I was like, oh God.
Who's the goldfish now, Ian?
Yep. All right. So the next one.
Another My Eyes.
Another My Eyes. This one's called This Was a Whole Journey 1. So let me say before you put it in here.
Okay.
For context, I was riding my bicycle with the 2-year-old attached to the back of it. I wasn't just dragging it along with its like a space on the pavement or whatever. But I have like the like a single wheel thing that like attaches to the seat post or whatever. Yeah. And so I'm towing him and I'm going up a really pretty steep hill. Like it's the steepest hill in my neighborhood.
Okay.
And I'm chug-a-lugging up this hill, towing, Mr. Cheese Sticks behind me.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is not a small child.
No. I will say
Cheese Sticks.
I will say it is kind of weird because that bicycle is pretty light. It's the single speed that you sold.
Oh, yeah.
6 years ago.
Yeah.
So the rig and him weighs like twice as much as the bike. So he is very much in control of my yaw angle.
Gus is the captain now. Gus is the captain.
Gus is always with the captain. Anyway, so I'm chugging up the hill with this single speed bike towing the kid. And all of a sudden I see something that I have to get a picture of.
Oh, okay. So this like perpetual momentum machine needs to come to a halt.
Right. And so like I am trying to keep the bike upright. And like I said, he's in the back going like this.
Right.
And so I'm fighting all of that to get my phone out of my jeans pocket and then snap a picture. And then I had to circle. I got basically the first angle you're going to see is from the back. And then I circled back around to get the rest of the pictures.
Okay.
This becomes important as we progress through the story. Okay. So I have 5 pictures of this?
Yeah.
So just go with This Was a Whole Journey 1.
Oh, okay. So it's like a Nismo looking Juke.
It's a Nismo Juke.
With eBay fender flares tacked onto them.
Oh, there's a whole lot going on in this thing.
Okay. All right.
I was like, what is this that I'm looking at?
Yeah.
I'm excited. I need to get pictures of it.
Yeah. Okay.
It is very low.
Yes, it is. The rear has quite the camber. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, obviously, my first thought, because you'll see. So I didn't know what I was looking at first.
Okay.
It took me a half a second to realize I was looking at a Juke. Because obviously the first thing I saw were the fender flares.
Right.
Wheels,
right. And Nissan. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say. Well, and then I saw the the headlights, and I was like, oh, it's a Juke. What the
Gotcha.
hell?
Right. And from the back, Nissan did make that weird Kicks car for a little bit. Remember the Kicks?
Yeah, I think they still make that for reasons.
Nissan doesn't know that. Yeah.
They still make the Maxima, Dave.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Maxima is a consistent crazy seller, right? Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right.
All right. So let's keep progressing.
Okay. Okay.
So then I looped around successfully without dropping my phone yet.
Or your child.
Like, yeah. Priorities. And I did see like, oh, okay, well, it's a Nismo.
Right.
At least they started with that.
Right.
And like it's got this like crazy diffuser on it. And yeah. I mean, somebody put a lot of work into it. But then
I like that you're kind of speechless, and you can definitely tell that these are the eBay fender flares. Yeah.
I am speechless.
Yeah.
I am speechless.
Okay, go on.
Because I want to know like why.
Okay.
You know?
Right.
You know, like you put this much into this car. Like, why is this your starting point?
Right. Right.
It's an interesting choice. So then I looped around and went back down the hill a little bit.
Okay.
So then loop back up.
Uh-huh.
And I just started taking pictures.
Okay. All right. Just shotgun pictures. Okay. So
had to get the front.
Yep.
Here.
So we have some painted horns, some aftermarket horns, and there's a big intercooler sitting in there. Pretty crooked.
Big front mount. Yeah.
Big front mount. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say, I'm kind of into this whole thing.
I am super into it. And that's mostly of why I was taking the pictures.
Right.
I think at first I was like, oh, what is that? And then the more I looked at it, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. And those wheels look pretty good on it. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And now, however, at this point, I am biking.
Uh-huh.
And again, just struggling to stay upright.
Uh-huh.
But just mashing the picture thing.
Yes.
So as you go through the pictures, now you're going to see what the issue was.
Okay. The human.
It turns out the owner saw this whole thing because around the corner here, there's like a butcher shop. And I think he was like shopping or something.
Okay. Uh-huh. And, this is when it gets awkward as a car enthusiast.
Yeah. He didn't look super thrilled.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Number 5. Okay.
They're all pretty much the same. They're just to show that I was just like snapping pictures before it registered. Like, oh, yeah, this person realizes what I'm doing.
Yeah, and you can see his reflection in the car window. So,
whoopsie doopsie.
So we're gonna go ahead and go back to the other photo. But you know, so you didn't say anything to this human being.
I didn't. No.
Okay.
I was like in shock. Like after I crossed the street, I was like, oh, I should have given him a thumbs up or said something to him.
Yeah.
But I was so flustered by like the trying to ride the bike while I'm taking the picture and literally I was looking straight ahead.
Oh yeah, while you're snapping these, so you didn't even really see him much. Okay.
I didn't see him until I like looked back and realized like, oh, he's getting into his car. He saw me do all of that.
Yes. Well, so first of all, as the owner of this type of vehicle, you cannot be surprised when people take pictures of it, right?
True.
But I think that the thing that you would be worried about is that somebody would be making fun of it, right? Mm-hmm. And that's not what this is. So if you're the owner of this Juke, we want you to know that we actually legitimately like this. Like this is a crazy endeavor, what you're doing with this car, and we're here for it.
Right.
Okay.
That doesn't necessarily mean we think it's a good, sound, responsible decision, but we're still in favor of it.
Yes. Yeah. I was going to say, when does that have anything to do with anything?
I don't know.
Why did you of all people want to put that as the disclaimer?
I don't know. What show is this?
Yeah. So you bought a responsible adult car and you are changing. Next thing I know, I'm going to see you at the Club Lexus meetings.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to be in like a CT 200H before we know it. Yeah. So I've had a similar encounter myself recently. Okay.
Oh.
All right. So I was getting gas at Costco because Luther's a thirsty boy. Not
you
nearly
needed
as
a hot dog.
I needed a $1.50 hot dog and a beverage, right? But I'm sitting there, and I should have gotten a picture. I regret not getting a picture. Sitting there at the gas pump, and on the other side of the gas pump, up pulls a blue Volvo 240, right?
Okay.
Just standard, non-diesel, just Volvo 240. A lady gets out, maybe, 40-ish years old, right? And she's putting gas in it. I start pumping up Luther, and I actually, in that moment, it's like, do I say something? Do I break this barrier to let this person know that I enjoy their car, that I think it's cool, right? Like that awkward, it's very awkward, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I did just say like, hey, I just want to let you know, I really like your Volvo. How long have you had it? Right. And then she said that she's had it for about 10 years. And I said, that's awesome. It always makes me really happy whenever I see these 240s on the road. Right. And I think that like, how long have you had it is a quick kind of like, that's a good icebreaker, I think. Right. Because like you can say like, I like your car, but then like, where do you go from there? You need a follow up, right? The conversation needs a vector, right?
Well, and the 240 is a tough one too, because
yes,
there's a lot of people that just accidentally have a Volvo 240 still.
Yes, right.
Which is crazy for a car that's that old.
Right.
But they are interesting, cool cars.
Right. Yeah. And so, I like it's whenever you have the chance, if you had the chance, I think you're better off telling somebody that you like their car, that you think it's cool. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. Right. And I would have loved to, now that I'm thinking about it, I would have loved to get a picture. It was nighttime and like, like the lighting of the Costco gas station, like to get a picture of like Luther and the 240 next to each other. That looked cool. Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm kicking myself a little bit for that. So, you got to seize the moment. Right. Yeah. So to this Nismo, Juke owner, we support you. You're an insane person and we love it.
Yes. I want to know everything about that front mount.
Yes.
And how functional or not it is.
Yeah.
And I want to know, we need to swap notes on potholes to avoid in Denver.
Yes. Yeah. Your like your bar napkin pirate map that you have of Denver potholes to avoid. Yeah. Oh, you want to go to St. Mark's? Okay. Here's what you look out for. Right? Nice, buddy. Nice. Okay. Well, I like that. Yeah. I hope that this somehow gets back to that Juke owner.
Yeah. Me too.
So next up in the hopper, Ian, you said that we were going to talk about the Postal Service for some reason. News.
Breaking news.
Okay.
So we are recording this on Wednesday?
Yes,
Wednesday.
the 24th. Yes.
Wednesday the 24th. Somehow Dave has not seen this news story, which is amazing to me. He's had a lot going on. It's fine. The post office is finally refreshing their fleet. And this has been a conversation that's been going on for a while. Everyone kind of knew this was coming, but they basically announced today the selection that they made. That there's a winner, there was a bid and a winner, and they announced what it is.
Really?
And the design, let me tell you before you do that, the function of the design is interesting because it's designed to accommodate either internal combustion or electric powertrains.
Oh, okay. All right.
And so it's made by almost like a coach maker that has a lot of defense contracts.
Okay.
In Wisconsin. So it's a really, that aspect of it, the technical aspect of it, I think everyone's pretty happy with. The design has been divisive, to say the least, on car Twitter.
Okay.
And it's all anyone's talking about.
Okay.
Post office truck.
Okay.
So
I've completely avoided it. Yeah.
Dave is going in cold, so I feel like this is a great opportunity for us all. Please go.
Okay, I have the URL queued up. Here we go. I'm going to see it for the first time. Oh, wow. Holy cow, it looks like something out of a Pixar movie. It's got like a super low grill and a giant glass house like Mr. Incredible would drive it. And I love it. I think it looks like a cartoon and it's adorable. Oh, and Steph Schrader wrote this article.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So scroll down and there's actually a profile view.
Yes. I mean, come on. Look at that. That's adorable.
So she actually has what I think most people are talking about is that it looks like a duck-billed platypus.
Yeah. And what's wrong with that?
No, I agree. I think it's fantastic. And I think the people who are upset about it are just joyless scolds who,
yeah,
are wrong.
This is fantastic. It looks like a cartoon come to life. It's so adorable, right? Yep. It looks like a 1962 vision of what 2021 would look like.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like, I think if you lost the bumpers and made it look like it would fly, it's essentially a Jetsons car.
Yes, yeah.
I think it's super cool.
Yeah, it looks like it would almost be amphibious. And it kind of looks like a Ford Taurus on the front.
A little bit.
Who's the defense contractor that's making this?
Oshkosh.
Oh, okay.
Oshkosh Defense.
Wow. I love it. It's so cute. I want a Hot Wheels of it. It's so cute. That's really cool.
Yeah. Could you imagine a Micro Machines of that? Yeah. Like the proportions of a Micro Machines?
Yeah. Like a little chunky boy. Yeah. Yeah.
It'd be crazy. And I hope they really do follow through on, the electric powertrain, because I do think, especially for urban environments, like there's no reason not to.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. It's all that weird last mile stuff that you need some gas for, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that the post office excels at, right? But yeah. Man, no, that's a cool looking truck. I dig it. Yeah.
And so people have been talking too about like the super like low cowl being good for pedestrian safety. I mean, honestly, they don't go on the highway. Like they don't have to be, aero efficient. They're going, like 20 miles an hour maximum most of the time. So what difference does it make?
Right. Exactly. No, that's fantastic. Yeah. Alonzo, if you're still listening to our show, I want to know what your take is on this.
Good point.
Yeah, my old mailman buddy. Yeah, right. Yeah, no, I think it's
probably
cool.
Happy that his vehicle isn't going to be 35 years old and on fire.
True, right? Yeah, or a Ford Windstar van, right? Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, yeah. They still have tons of those. Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right on. No, that's awesome. That is that could be like another like the Gulf of Barth in our folder of like eye bleach that we have on the show, Yeah, the post office truck design. Yeah, it's cute. I like it. Yeah. I like it. Nice. Thank you, man.
I'm happy that it looks weird.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
I'm happy that it looks like that it's going to stand out on the road.
Yeah. Right?
I think it's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's cool, man. That's cool. If it looks like something I could have almost made, I think it's rad.
It does. It looks a little like I drew it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it has a little bit of cyber buggy in it. Tech buggy. Tech buggy.
I wonder if that website is still working.
Oh yeah, that's right. We had. What? Why are you typing it? What is it?
Techbuggy.com.
Not secure. Nope. Not working anymore.
Gone.
We let that one lapse, didn't we? Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. So we've got a bunch of listener my eyes, right?
Let's do them.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So Oh, man.
Get through as many as you want, and then we'll move on to the vanity plate game.
Okay. All right. So my buddy Steven sees stuff on the road. And this was something that he sent me earlier today. Vanity plate, Audi A4. Tell the people what you see, Ian.
Plowdy. Is what it's called. Yep. And that's fantastic.
It's an Audi A4 with a snowplow on the front, right?
Yeah. With a last gen Chevy Cavalier in the background.
Yes, and a Chevy Suburban. Yes.
Suburban and a Ford F-150. So that leads me to think that this is Murica.
Yeah, definitely, right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
No, it looks great. Yeah, like just the painted black wheels. Yeah. You know? Yeah, I'm in favor of this Audi. Is it an A4 or a 6? It might be a 6.
That might be an A6.
Yeah.
That generation of Audi, that's what my dad had for years and years and years and years. He put 300,000 miles on that A4.
Gotcha.
Those things are tanks.
Yeah, I was going to say that's pretty bulletproof back in the Audi days, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. This was the 2.8 liter V6 or 1.8 T's that you could get, right?
Right. Towards the end of this, I think you could get the 3 liter.
Gotcha.
Maybe.
Okay.
Especially in the A6, but that 2.8 for sure. It didn't make much power, but it was really reliable. It was just,
they didn't
hold on to your socks.
Yeah.
The electronics were a problem. So they
Go figure. Go figure. Yes. Yes. Now, my buddy Steven sent us this other one that is fucking rad. There's no other.
So I'm sorry. Where is this?
I don't know.
It looks like it's functioning. Is that? Can you zoom in? Is it actually attached?
Yes, it is actually attached. Yeah, I think a friend or his brother sent it to him because he's currently not in a snowy place. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, this is a functional snowplow. Yeah.
That's super rad. I like it.
This one he took himself. And yeah, here you go, buddy. All right. It is a black Ferrari 308. Okay. With a California vanity plate that says
80s agent.
Yep. Right. Now tell people your philosophy of exotic or luxury car and an individual's career trajectory. You remember this? How you can tell when someone peaked?
Oh,
this is your theory. Yeah.
Whoever came up with this was a genius. I don't remember at all saying these words, but I think that's right. I think it's pretty clear that this person peaked in the 80s.
Right.
And is just riding that wave.
Yeah, and so you can tell at what point somebody's career earnings were the highest from the car that they're driving, right?
Right. And I think to be fair, I think here it's very possible that this person is our age.
Right.
And watched Magnum PI.
Yes.
And is just getting into peak earnings now.
Right.
Sort of thing.
Right. Very well could be doing it for the nostalgia factor, right?
Right. So I think there is some of that too of especially with this era car of this is what I remember as a little kid liking.
Right.
Because these aren't cheap anymore.
No, they're not.
These used to be cheap cars.
Yes.
Relatively speaking.
Yeah. Shit, Mondials aren't cheap anymore. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
I think this is cheesy as hell, but it's bringing someone a great deal of joy.
Right. Yeah. Okay. This brings me to an FMK cars.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay.
This one is called It's All Downhill From Here, or No, Officer, I swear that's not my cocaine. Ian, it's 1982, and you're at the peak of your career. Certainly nothing could come crashing down from here. You're going to live forever. This car is going to run forever. Do you guys want to get something to eat?
to be fair, in real life, 1982 is when I peaked.
You were born in 82, weren't you?
That's correct. That's correct.
Okay, Ian. All right. So you get a career.
Been all disappointment ever since.
You get a career and a car with this. Okay. First up, 1978 Ferrari 308. Okay. Right. You're a Hollywood agent in 1982. All right.
Oh, boy.
You got to deal with 80s actors. All right.
Yeah. Just a septum that's been just pummeled into nothing.
Oh, just wait. Okay. Up next, you have a 1974 Di Tomaso Pantera.
Oh, I love these so much.
Okay. Ian, you own Vertigo Records. All right. Do you know
on Vertigo?
Black Sabbath.
Oh. Oh, shit.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, you also do not have a septum.
Since I was like a little kid.
Yeah, right?
They're so cool.
You used to be able to pick them up for $35,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're crazy expensive now.
Like 10 years ago. 10, 15 years ago at the most.
Yeah. Yeah. Not that long ago.
Yeah.
And now they're insane.
Yep. Okay. All right. Then lastly, Ian, I'm going to give you this is going to be a 1979 Lotus Esprit S2.
Oh, sweet.
Okay. All right. Ian, you're an eccentric business magnate and an amateur pilot. You may have a bad habit of keeping your pee in jars.
Why do I keep my pee in jars?
Because you're a business magnate. You're Howard Hughes, Ian.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
And a pilot. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking about if Howard Hughes would drive a Lotus or not.
Right.
I think you might be right. I think that's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, that Esprit S2 is pretty cool.
It's so rad. What was the catch with the Pantera? I kind of blacked out when I saw Pantera.
Well, Pantera made me think.
I own
Vertigo Records.
Hell yeah, I'm marrying that.
Okay. I figured that would be an easy one for you to marry. Yeah.
Yes.
With the Pantera.
I'm crushing the Ferrari.
Okay. All right. And you're not a Hollywood agent. Okay.
There's no way I would. I mean, I think I talk too much now. Imagine if I did cocaine. Like, I can't. Right. I would disappear up my own butthole so fast.
Right. There's a reason whiskey is your choice.
Right. Yeah, I can't. An upper is just, that's out of the question for me.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So yeah, that's got to go.
Yep. Okay.
You never said anything about cocaine, but it was implied.
No, I did. I said, no, officer, I swear that's not my cocaine.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna marry the Pantera, and then for a day, I'm gonna be very eccentric, and I'm gonna spill my pee jars all over the place on my 70s track day.
You made me drool. Spilling your pee jar.
You're the one who gave me pee jars.
How are you gonna drive that with Kleenex boxes on your feet?
Right.
Yeah. Right? Okay. All right. So there you go. So thank you, Steven, for sending those.
You should have called this, Ian, I'm going to give you a wedgie. Because you gave me a wedge-shaped car.
I did give you wedge-shaped cars. Uh-huh. Yeah. See? That's what he brings to the table, everybody.
Yep.
Okay.
Wedgies.
You remember, Ian, when I perhaps went on like a little screed about Kansas City and, maybe upset.
I do remember that.
Our buddy Jared and potentially anyone else that lives in the city.
I do remember that.
Well, Jared sent a picture today along with the text message. Thank you, Jared.
Okay.
Please stay safe out there, Jared. But Jared said, here, I'll pull it up and read it verbatim. Jared said, "Hey, Dave, Jared here. maybe I was wrong about Kansas City.
I thought maybe that's where this was going to go, but okay.
So here you go. It is a
what is that?
Chevy sedan, whatever that is, with a giant window sticker on the back of it. Very misogynist and disgusting. It says, "Fuck Joe and the hoe." Right. Very anti-Biden and Kamala. And
that's
yeah.
Can I tell you where my mind went at first?
I'm afraid to ask, to be honest with you.
I honestly thought this was like a drive time radio duo, Joe and the Ho.
No.
It didn't even register to me that's what that was about. But
do you know why that didn't register to you, Ian?
No. Why?
Because you're not a garbage piece of shit human being. So your thought just didn't travel in that trajectory.
To be fair, my mind usually goes to the funniest possible explanation first and tell me if this isn't hilarious.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everyone, to Fuck Joe and the Ho!
I'm the Ho, he's the Joe.
I mean, hilarious. I would listen to that.
Yeah, you'd be a closet Joe and the Ho listener. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then you see that they actually spelled the word "fuck" with gun stickers. So some of these Etsy shops need to just be shut right the fuck down, man. I swear, right?
Dude's gonna come to power and just wage war on Etsy.
Yeah. I'm going to take away people's
indoors.
I'm not taking away guns or anything. I'm taking away people's vinyl cutters. First he came for our vinyl cutters. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Then he came for the screen printers.
Yep.
And I said nothing.
See? Yeah.
Wow.
So Jared, we appreciate you sending this in. It's hilarious and also frightening. And please, for the love of God, stay safe.
I do love. Can we talk a little bit more about this? Because one thing that's striking me here is that they took the time to only partially debadge the Chevy Malibu.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know
why?
Whatever that is over there.
You know why, Ian? Because Malibu makes you think of California, where the Hollywood liberal elites are. So I
hope that's the real reason.
That had to fuck right off of the trunk.
Oh, I hope that's the real reason. I really do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's insane.
So, well, is this the window sticker of a sane person?
Well, no, but
yeah. Ian, see, here's the thing, right? Why do we keep losing this game? We keep losing this game with everything that we take in because we're bringing reason to insanity, right? Those things don't talk to one another, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's no interface there.
I was wondering if you still have his text message. Do you still have Jared's text message up?
I do.
Could you do me a favor? Could you reply and tell him that I want a number 3 plain with cheese with a large French fry? And no drink.
Is it a McDonald's drive-thru? Yeah. I'm more of the 2 cheeseburger order.
That's what Jenny gets.
Yeah. 2 cheeseburger. That's the Harris Whittles order too.
Oh, is it?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
R.I.P.
Interesting. This is nonsense.
Yeah. Yes. So Jared also he when we had Talon on and we were talking about movie cars. Jared has a friend of his that he went to high school with that lives in Denver. And he said that when you, Ian, mentioned seeing a Jurassic Park Jeep in Denver, Jared thought that has to be my buddy Rob. He went to high school with him and he's a super cool guy. And then he sent us some pictures of Rob's Jurassic Jeep. Check this shit out, Ian. Look at that.
I've seen this Jeep.
Okay, here you go. Here's another picture. Look at that.
Yeah, I've seen this around.
Yeah, how rad is that?
It's super cool. I've definitely seen that one before.
That's awesome. It looks like he's up on like Columbine Pass or something. That's an awesome view.
Yeah, I'm not sure where that is. But I've also seen there's another one around that's like the more like the red and green
Yep.
and yellow livery.
Yeah.
And that's like there's a Jeep and a Ford Explorer.
Okay.
I've seen both of those as well, but I've definitely seen this one as well.
Yeah. Yeah. No, like, look, he's got the Jurassic Park jacket. Like,
well, and I love the little window tag, the little parking pass.
The parking permit. Yeah. Yeah.
That's super cool.
Yeah. No, Rob and Jared, thank you for sending this in because this is rad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, let's see. What else do we have, Ian? We have Ian, I am concerned about our friend Jessie. Like, seriously.
Did she buy another Fiat 500 at Barth?
No, worse. She bought two. No, I'm just kidding. She sent this picture, Ian. I'm going to wait for you to finish drinking and swallow before I put this in the browser. Okay?
Hold on.
Okay, this is a Chevy Impala with a weird ass vinyl wrap of Ian.
All the Chucky dolls.
Yeah.
And Bride of Chucky, is that what that is?
I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. She sent this and I was like, for the love of God, are you okay? And I haven't heard anything back, Ian. Yeah. So I'm a little afraid. And here's the back of the vehicle. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a blue Chevy Impala with a whole bunch of Chucky shit on it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Couple things. So first of all,
I'm glad you have notes that you're not like, okay, cool, moving on.
Oh, she found a picture of my car. No, first of all, I love that they've parked in the internationally recognized car enthusiast manner of, the end of the row over the half park or over the half spot line.
Yep.
So that way nobody dings your vinyl, your Chucky vinyl wrap. Crazy. Also, I want more than anything. I'm not a religious person, but right now I'm praying and hoping that this person parked here and then walked into a job interview because nothing would make me happier than to know that was the case.
Right?
Yeah.
What the hell, man? What the hell? Jesse, are you okay?
I do feel like doing this, I feel like there should be like vinyl wrappers and some car, even mechanics, should have some power of attorney.
Yes.
To compel people to disclose this information. Like if you create a Tinder profile, it should be legally mandated that you put a picture of this car in your Tinder profile so people know what they're getting into.
Right.
You can't show up for a first date with this unannounced.
Right. Like you look like you, Ian, and then you show up in that and you're like, so, taco's good tonight? Yeah. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you
dinner in my place?
Yeah, No. Yeah, right? What is in this person's cassette deck in this car? Like, I mean, it's a CD player, but
just clown music, Calliope.
Oh, yeah, not
just an organ grinder soundtrack.
Yeah. No, like this is like if I confess a crime to my therapist, she's legally obligated to tell, right?
Right.
Right. Like that, yeah. So like you're right. The vinyl cutters.
We need mandatory reporting.
Yes.
For vinyl wrappers and car mechanics.
Yeah. Because this is not a car, Ian. It's a cry for help.
Right.
Or the cry for help is coming from inside the trunk. And we need to figure out what's going on here.
Yeah. Just like if I emailed my mechanic and was like, hey, I'm thinking about buying a Craigslist Maserati Quattroporte, they should be legally required to refer me for some counseling.
Yep.
Just emergency intervention is legally required.
The next thing that pops up on your phone should just be an active video conference session with a therapist. And somehow you found like antidepressants in your pocket.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
right.
your ashtray and your R32 is full of Xanax. Yeah.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
I like this idea though of car modifiers being mandatory reporters. I think it's smart.
My DMV initiative, to stop the dumb vanity plates and to redirect the funds. I think that I'm smelling like a potential union here. Right?
Yeah. That's how we would fund it with all the bad vanity plate.
Yep. There you go.
We could fund this mandatory reporter program.
Yep.
Man, solving problems.
God, look at this. It's infrastructure week.
Reaching across the aisle.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
The whiskey party, the taffy party finally coming together and solving problems.
Right. And realizing we both love coffee, right? Mm-hmm. And hate Chucky vinyl.
Yeah, this is terrible. Let's move on.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Okay. Let's see here. Last little bit of my eyes from our good buddy PETA, right? He saw somebody on the highway that does not know how to haul something. Ian, look at this. It is a Subaru Forester with the hatch open and a complete dining room table in the back, unsecured.
Yeah. I mean, I get having to drive around with the hatch open. I have done similar things.
That happens.
However, even if there is some sort of fastener system in place that we can't see, I almost feel like you owe it to your fellow motorists to just put a piece of twine around the back so people think that you've done something.
I want to be able to tell that an effort was made. And also this person's driving with their emergency hazards flashing. So that that's the only thing holding it in is good intentions.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like there needs to be there's emergency hazards for when you have a problem.
Right. Yes.
But then there's the other emergency hazard use, which is it's a separate parallel track.
A subhazard.
A subhazard use, which is I haven't thought this through and I don't care to.
Right.
That goes for people who are double parked.
It's too late. It's too late now. Right.
You're along for the ride with me. Just letting you know.
I've made this your problem too.
Yes. And I feel like we need a separate button for that.
You're right. We do. And in the blinkers, it just has a little silhouette that just says, sorry.
It's just this emoji.
Yeah. There you go.
It's the shrug emoji.
Yes.
That's the button you push.
Yes.
And it's just lets everybody, I guarantee you that would be way more effective.
Yes.
Because the flashing hazards, that's good for I have a flat tire, I'm limping it half a block to the tire shop.
Yes.
Right. That's an appropriate use for the hazards. I'm stuck on the side of the road.
Right. I use it when I have to brake very aggressively on the highway.
I do that all the time.
Right.
Yeah. That's it.
Right.
Yeah.
Let the people behind you know, hey, this is not normal brake lights. Right. Some shit's going on. Right.
Right. Yep. Absolutely.
Yep.
Now, this or I'm parking here, even though it's not a parking spot. I could circle the block, but I don't really give that much of a shit.
Right.
That's that other button.
Right. I'm thinking about you, but not to the point where I would actually park somewhere else.
Yes, exactly.
Right?
And so that should have a different color light, I think.
Yes. Uh-huh.
And also it should transmit sorry.
This is where my empathy stops.
Right. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, not that sorry. Sorry, not that sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. So there you go. Yeah. So thank you, PETA, for not having a freaking dining room set go through your windshield. And then lastly, PETA sent us a vanity plate. It's a Volkswagen Tiguan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. With a license plate that says
Dutchy.
And do you know what that means, Ian? When you see a car with this on the license plate, do you know what that means?
I don't, but my first thought is that both Tiguan and Dutchy, I think together sound like they could be Urban Dictionary things. Like I gave my Dutchy the old Tiguan.
Oh boy. All right. I'm going to date myself here with this one and say that the funny thing about it is that you can only pass this car on the left-hand side. Do you not know the song, Ian? Pass the Dutchy on the left-hand side.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm an old man, Ian.
You are an old man.
Yeah.
You are an old man.
Right. Okay. All right. Moving on. Thank you, PETA. Thank you, Jesse. Are you okay, Jesse? Thank you, Jared. Thank you, Steven.
Yeah.
Right. And thank you, Ian, for taking pictures of a Nismo owner. Right.
You're welcome.
Okay. All right, Ian.
Yes.
Play the theme.
Play vanity plate game.
Play the theme song because we're playing
vanity plate game. I don't remember what the theme song was.
I don't remember what it was either. All right. Okay. Let me open up the image and do the sharing thing. Ian, could you vamp for a minute?
I can vamp. Vanity plate game. Vanity plate game. What's Paul Schaefer doing right now? He's not busy. We could get him to do this stuff, right?
We could absolutely get him. Okay. All right. Let me stop sharing that. Stop presenting. All right. All right. And let me share this window. All right. Vanity plate game. All right.
Oh boy, this is a whole thing.
It is. It is. All right. Okay, Ian. Well, I'm finishing the setup. Read to the people what you see.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, this is a trick. Okay, so there's a Jeep. Like a newer 4-door Jeep.
Yeah.
There is a Volkswagen Arteon. Somebody bought an Arteon. I don't think I've ever seen one of those.
I know, right? Isn't it crazy?
And then there's a Toyota Corolla. Now, is that like a mark on the hood thing, or is that something that you have scribbled out on the side?
That is a mark. Yes.
Okay.
And I will say all of these have been sent to us by our good buddy Mark.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Interesting.
Okay. Yeah. I'm having problems overlaying this, so.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Well, right away, I think it's either a bit of a trick. There's one that I think is obvious.
Okay. Okay.
So I think Tank JK goes with the Jeep because that is a JK chassis Jeep.
Okay. All right. You think that. Okay.
I think that.
Okay.
I am not a Jeep person, but I have heard him tell JK, and I think that that's what that is.
Okay.
So I'm going to go with that. Now, the other two, the other ones are I object. I object. I got there in the end. I object. It's a lawyer's car. And then the other one is beep beep. Beep beep. Toyota Corolla. I think that these might be in order. Is that a lawyer's car, the Toyota Corolla? I think that's where my best option right now is, because beep beep. I think that's just like a horn sound, maybe.
Okay.
I think that's all that's related to. I think I object. I think that belongs to a lawyer.
Okay. All right.
So the question is a lawyer more likely to drive a Volkswagen Arteon or a Toyota Corolla?
Right.
I think maybe these are just in order. I think you've tried to be sneaky and you put them in order. And I think it's Tank JK goes with the Jeep. I object goes with the Volkswagen, and beep beep goes with the Corolla. Final answer. That's what I'm going with.
All right, Ian, I have great news for you. Boom. Once again, all three correct. All three correct. Ian, you did great. You did great, buddy. I'm proud of you.
That one was a little bit easier because I feel like the JK thing was a little bit of a gimme.
Right. I wanted you to overthink it, and you didn't take the bait. So thank you, Mark. Our good buddy Mark sent this in. These are all cars that he saw at the hiking trails that he and his wife will go to. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Right? Yeah.
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 I'm happy that someone bought an Arteon. It's a handsome car.
It is a handsome car. I didn't find it particularly fascinating to drive or anything. I think you can make weirder lateral moves in the sedan space, but not bad, right? If that's like the base from which you're starting at a good place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, Ian, this brings me to our next topic.
Yes.
Stuff to give away, dude.
You've been buying things.
So let me pull the browser back up, right? I happen across a Twitter feed for some cool stuff, and let's see if I can get the browser going here. Come on. There's Peter's Duchy. Okay. All right, we're closing the preview window. Okay, so let's go to twitter.com. One hell of a town. All right. So this is an incredible artist named Sid on Twitter. And they have a store where they make amazing stuff, and their design aesthetic is absolutely up my alley, right?
It's super cool.
It's amazing stuff. They make like awesome Saab and like Range Rover air fresheners and like Japanese K car full of watermelons and like all kinds of stuff. So absolutely go to onehellofatown.com and buy some stuff because it's rad as hell. Like these like keychains with like record player, like a vinyl record, or a Toyota AE86 with a Game Boy, like awesome stickers. I got a new to me used laptop, and it had this like a sticker like that you could see the residue from. So I got like one of those vinyl overlays for the laptop, and I got,
nice.
And so I figured I'd just start throwing all the stickers on it that I don't, ever use. And so I got the Saab here, right? The black eye Saab. Got a holographic McLaren F1.
Oh,
right?
hell yeah.
Right? Yeah. So there you go. Right?
I have a new laptop. I have a new Chromebook. I need to get some stickers as well. I'm going to order some.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to get that 6 series.
Yes. Right? How cool is that? The shark nose, right?
Super cool.
Yeah. So absolutely go to One Hell of a Town. But I have some stuff that I bought that we're giving away on the show. Okay?
Yes.
All right. So this is like the postcard that came with it. Look at that. Look at that Porsche shark nose, right?
That's awesome. Move it up a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry. It looks better. It looks better on the recording than what you see. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I have, Ian, I've got a Saab keychain here. This is a classic 900 with the Gulf livery.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I'm giving away one of those. Giving away a Saab keychain with the LP in it. Mm-hmm. Right. It's got the little record player or the vinyl. Okay. I've got the pig livery Saab.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And then I have a Saab Black Ice air freshener. Okay. An awesome Women Belong in Motorsport sticker. Right. I got 2 of these. One of them's going on my laptop, so somebody can get the other one. And then I have a sweet Nissan Skyline cherry blossom, an R32 or 33. I think 30.
Cool. That's a 32. That's a 32.
Yeah. Right? Yeah, cherry blossom. Look at that. That's so rad. So all you have to do is send us a license plate game, and I'll mail you one of these things. You take your pick. First license plate game in, you get to take your pick. Mark, you get the first pick, whatever you want. Right?
Nice. So 3 pictures of cars with vanity plates.
Yep. And
is all you need.
Yep. And you can send them straight to me. You can DM them to me on Twitter, or you can DM them to me on Instagram, right? They can be stuff you found on the internet. They can be stuff that you've taken, right? Just send me 3 plates. I'll make the game for Ian, and then I'll send you the stuff.
Yeah. Send it to either Nuck Nuck Goose.
Yep.
That's probably the best place to send it, or Apex Adjacent. Either one of those.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'll make Ian not check the email for a while. Right. Yeah. And so there you go. Ian, I got for you.
Oh.
Yeah. I got one for you. Hang on, buddy.
I didn't send you anything.
No, that's okay. I got you. This is one of my favorite ones that they have. It's the little K car, right?
Yes.
And it has the K car scooter in it.
Yes.
The little, like the Honda City
looking
car.
at that. Yeah.
Right?
That's super cool.
And I got you, of course, a Gulf livery classic, right? Come on, my boy, right? And then they also make these cool patches, the Extinct Club, since you're a former Saab owner, right? Yeah. I got one for me too. So
yeah, I love it.
Right? So there you go. So
these are super cool. Everybody should give them business.
Absolutely.
Not a sponsor.
No.
Dave just spent his own money.
Yeah, because it's rad shit and they deserve to be supported. Yeah. The Frank Ocean Orange E30 from Nostalgia Ultra, the mixtape. They've got a glitter or standard sticker for that. Yeah. I anticipate me making a second round of orders here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff, right?
Super cool.
Yeah. So, I mean, just awesome. I absolutely love the design, the era. It's all perfect. It's all perfect stuff. So
absolutely.
Yeah. I love the buttons that they have here about tri-spoke wheels, tri-spokes till I die spokes. Like, come on.
That's awesome.
Right? That's fantastic.
That's fantastic. That's so good.
Yeah. So anyway, giving away stuff. Somehow figure out a way to get me 3 pictures of vanity plates and something. And then, I'll let you know what's available when you send it to me.
Perfect.
Right? Okay.
All right. Yeah. Well, Dave, I think we did a car show, and it was like a car show.
Yeah, we did a car show, Ian. We talked about cars. Yeah. Yeah. It was. Yeah. I mean, a little bit of Chucky and, some infrastructure week and fixing society's problems.
Reporting. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. A slight Kansas City screed, Yeah,
it happens.
Right.
What should people do if they enjoyed this?
Yeah, you should tell your friends. Yeah, you should get other people to subscribe to our YouTube channel and download the podcast. Yeah, that'll really help us out. We're getting to the point where potentially we can see a period of time where we may be able to get access to cars again. So we want to build up some YouTube subscribers before then. So
also at some point it just becomes weird if we don't have a big audience. It's just like, what are you guys doing?
Yep. Just we're just gonna, I don't anticipate our friendship ending anytime soon, Ian. Sorry.
I have bad news. I got nothing.
See, you can't quit me, buddy. You can't quit me.
I can't quit you. No, we're on the media social, Apex Adjacent at Gmail. You can text us or call us and leave us a voicemail at 720-515-1391.
Yep.
We encourage you to do that. And also everything that Dave said.
Well, stay safe, everybody. Stay away from Chucky vinyl wrapped cars. Right? If you've seen Jessie, tell her to let us know she's okay.
Yep. And do a better job than I did tonight of starting out with a full head of steam in a sentence and then realize you got nothing halfway through.
So that's all right. That's all right. Tell people you like their cars.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Okay.
We love you, everybody. Goodbye.